Hey guys, it's me again, the Pink Fox. I was gonna let you know that you always have to stay strong no matter what's going on. Yes, it's okay to cry, but it's not okay to let it affect your day. Sometimes you just have to take things with a grain of salt. Sometimes you just have to let things go. And I've learned that personally over time with what I've gone through in the past. A lot of people think that I let my past define me. I don't. I let my future define who I am. And not only do I have a couple of the most amazing friends, I also have the most amazing fiance. He knows who he is. Carly Allison said before she passed away, treat funerals like triumphs is what her skating coach always taught her. It means that you don't let the past dictate you or what you're going through dictate who you can be. It means you always smile no matter if the day is going good or bad. You can still choose. When I choose to smile, no matter what I'm going through, I always have friends who are always there to support me. I was always taught from growing up on Disney that you don't have to be your parents. You can grow up to be who you want to be. Yes, my mom's a little nuts. Okay, who are we kidding? She's a lot nuts. But I'm not my mom. I'm not my dad. I'm not my sister. I'm not my brother. I am me. Nothing will ever take that away from me, no matter how hard a lot of people may try. Growing up being bullied, I was always trying to be someone I'm not to try and prevent that through high school. When I moved out here, I actually found friends that loved me for who I am. And I had one friend that did back home. She is more of a sister to me than anything in the world. Her family basically looked after me like I was their own. When it comes to family and friends, you have to be surrounded by love to know who supports you and who doesn't. And yes, I'm wearing paper clips in my ears is because my earring holes were about to close up and I was scared. Because I've had these piercings since I was a baby. I also have a tattoo that says Ohana means family. But sometimes the toxic people in your family you have to let go of. Sometimes the good people aren't even in your family. Nobody's perfect. I'm not going to say that. But what I will say is when it comes to family and friends, take the toxic people out of your life, bring in the good people. Surround yourself with love, support, and friendship. Everything that I've gone through over the last 20 years or so has led me to become the great young woman I am today. Whether it was being taken away from my mother, being put in foster care for a bit, or not being around my mother for 14 or so years. Or going through things a 3-year-old should never have to go through to protect my family. My mom's always blamed herself for that. whole situation. I never have. Any day that she tries to, I say, Mom, it was not your fault. A lot of people's families can be toxic. For crying out loud, mine's probably one of the craziest most toxic families in the world. But you have to see it from every perspective. Love is love. No matter if it's shredded, whole, or just piece by piece. When it comes to piece by piece, take everything you can from that love, because it's not going to last forever. See, so me and my sister have never really gotten along. And when I moved to the state of Utah, she told me that if I moved out here, she'd never speak to me again. I said, okay, fine. The first time she actually talked to me in 3 years was on her birthday. Guess what that was for? To ask me for $40 for gas. And gas prices going up, I said, sure, I'd help my little sister. Time after time, she basically used me as a piggy bank. I got to a point where I cussed her out because of it. I wasn't gonna spend $1,800 and be disrespected just to go visit her. When it comes to family, either they're good for you or they're not. You can't force people to have relationships with their family. Something of which a lot of people think that you have to do is have relationships with your family. But family isn't just blood. It's not. If it was, Reagan wouldn't be my family. Her dad, Glenn, and her mom, Joy, wouldn't be my family. Home is where the heart is. My heart is in the state of Utah with my fiance and my friend Aaron, and my best friend back home in Virginia, Reagan. That is why I got that tattoo, so I could feel close to those people even when I'm not. Plus, I've always had this weird obsession with Stitch. Family isn't blood. It's who loves and supports you the most. Nostalgic Dave's family. They've actually taken me under their wing over the last couple months we've been dating. And I've actually been very happy about it. My mom wanted me to come home for Thanksgiving. She actually wanted me to go to Vegas. I said no. Because, yes, Mom, your mother's your mom. But like I said, you have to toss the toxic people out of your life. Her being one of those people. I love her to pieces, but she is way too toxic for me, as well as my father, as well as my sister. Reagan's mom and dad and her were basically just my family. And for those of you out there, for example, person named Chris Jones, you hurt my best friend. Something I will never forgive you for. You tried to break up our 15-year-long friendship over some stupid BS. which I will not allow. Yes, Reagan and I have been best friends for 15 years. That is why she is one of the most important and influential people in my life. And I think she actually does have a YouTube channel, which she had to put on hold, as well as her photography and her mermaid, being a mermaid for birthdays and stuff like that, for her ex-boyfriend, who was toxic for her. It took her away from who she actually was. Just like my ex-boyfriend took me away from who I was. No offense to him, but he did. When it comes to that, surround yourself by people that you know will bring you back to who you are. Because I'm glad I did. Three months ago, I wasn't this fun, smart, fun girl that you see on Nostalgic Dave's channel all the time. I didn't even make as dark of jokes then. But as soon as he and I started hanging out, here comes my southern accent back. Here comes my laughter from high school, my attitude. All that changed when I first moved out here. He brought back a lot of the light I had in high school. A lot of the light I had my senior year. You're not just him. It was a couple of other people. But there are some people in my life who are toxic that need to be cut out. There are some people in everybody's life that are toxic that need to be cut out. But when it comes to life, I'm going to go back to that expression I said earlier. Treat funerals like triumphs. Just know you are surrounded by everyone who loves you. And not a day goes by that you're not on someone's mind. I know this is a little strange seeing me at my work and seeing me do 2 videos today. But I just wanted to let you guys know and talk to you guys a little bit and just prove to you that your past doesn't dictate who you are. Because if it did, I wouldn't be smiling. I'd be depressed 24/7. Being bullied a lot actually did affect me a lot. When I went to high school, I was prompted to be someone I wasn't because of that situation. Not in the religious sense, but in a mental sense. As I started regaining my friend base back at my old school, back home, I realized that I didn't have to change who I was to be liked. Stay who you are and stay cool. Because there's no one you'd rather be than yourself. Not now, not ever. And yes, people do change. But you can only change to make yourself better. Not to make yourself better for other people. To make yourself better for who you are. And what you care about. Like I said, everything I've said up till now it's just advice. You don't have to take it. You don't have to listen to it. I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. But I'm going to leave you with one last thing Carly Allison always said before she passed away. Always smile.